Growing up is already a challenging experience, but it can feel even more difficult when your own family does not accept who you are. If you are a teenager or a child who is experiencing rejection at home because of your identity, know that you are not alone. Many others have gone through similar struggles and have found ways to stay strong, find support, and build a future where they can be themselves. The first thing to remember is that your safety is the most important thing. If your parents or guardians react with anger, threats, or violence, try to avoid direct confrontation. It can be painful not to express yourself fully, but if it helps keep you safe, it might be necessary for now. In case of an emergency, make sure you have a plan. This could mean having a trusted friend or a relative you can call, knowing where to go if you need to leave the house quickly, or reaching out to a teacher or a school counselor. If your parents are not supportive but are not physically harmful, it might be possible to educate them. Some parents simply do not understand, and their rejection comes from ignorance rather than hate. If they seem open to learning, you can try to share stories, articles, or videos that explain your experience. However, this is not your responsibility. It is not your job to convince them to respect you, especially if doing so causes stress or emotional pain. Finding support outside of your family is essential. If you have friends, teachers, or other adults who understand and support you, stay connected to them. Some schools have clubs or groups where you can meet others who share similar experiences. If you do not have supportive people in your everyday life, there are many online communities where you can talk to others who understand what you are going through. Even if your home environment is unaccepting, you can still find places where you feel seen and respected. If your parents do not use your name or pronouns, or if they dismiss your feelings, it is okay to set boundaries. This might mean avoiding certain conversations with them or choosing to keep some parts of your life private. While it would be ideal for every parent to be accepting, not all of them are ready or willing to change. Protecting your mental health should be your priority. Thinking about the future can also help. If your home is not a safe or accepting place, focus on your education and independence. Learning skills, saving money when possible, and researching scholarships or job opportunities can help you create a future where you have more control over your environment. Many people who faced rejection at home later found communities and chosen families who truly accept them. Finally, remember that there is nothing wrong with you. You deserve to be loved and respected for who you are. Even if your family does not see your value now, that does not mean you are any less worthy of happiness. Keep going, seek out the people who support you, and never stop believing in the future you deserve.
Growing up can be tough, but it's even harder when you feel like no one is on your side. If your parents don't support you and you're also facing bullying at school, it can feel like you have nowhere to turn. But even in the hardest moments, you are not alone. There are ways to protect yourself, find support, and build a future where you can be safe and happy. When you don't have support at home, it's important to focus on your safety. If your parents are rejecting or unsupportive, try to avoid unnecessary arguments, especially if they become angry or aggressive. You might not be able to change their minds right now, but you can take steps to protect your emotional and mental health. If you have a safe space at home, like your bedroom, make it a place where you can relax and recharge. If you feel overwhelmed, remind yourself that this situation is temporary. One day you will have the freedom to live on your own terms. School can be just as challenging, especially if you are dealing with bullying. No one deserves to be harassed or mistreated. If you are experiencing bullying, try to document what is happening. Write down the details, who was involved, what was said, and when it happened. If possible, report it to a teacher, counselor, or another adult at school. Even if it feels like no one will listen, it's important to speak up. Some schools have anti-bullying policies that require teachers to take action. If teachers or school staff don't help, look for other sources of support. Is there a trusted teacher or school counselor you can talk to? Even one supportive adult can make a huge difference. If you don't have anyone at school, try to find help online. There are organizations and support groups that can offer guidance and remind you that you are not alone. Connecting with others who have gone through similar experiences can help you feel stronger. When bullying happens, it's easy to believe that something is wrong with you. But the truth is that the people who hurt others are the ones with the real problem. They target others because of their own insecurities, ignorance, or need for control. You don't have to accept their words as truth. Remind yourself of your worth, even when others try to tear you down. Finding small ways to protect your mental health can make a difference. If possible, surround yourself with people who respect and support you. If your family and classmates aren't that support system, look elsewhere, through online communities, books, music, or hobbies that help you express yourself. Even if things feel impossible right now, know that this moment in your life is temporary. You are growing, learning, and becoming stronger every day. The world is much bigger than the school you attend or the house you live in now. There are people out there who will accept you and care for you. Keep holding on, and never stop believing in a future where you can be free to be yourself.